Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back for some more of the Yo-Kaiju Watch 3 Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we had to go and do a Mirapo favorite quest that was showing up around within the Greenfield Station, and now, just like what has happened before with Nate's side of his story with the Mirapos that were going on there, now we have more accessible Mirapo locations to go and check around with once we go and head off into those said destinations. So, pretty nice right there. At least we should make things a little bit much easier without having to go and use the train station all that too much and having to go and pay off for a day pass, because now mind you, the day passes are only like around like $3 or something, so it's not all that too expensive. But if you are someone that is like not in the right correct amount of funds or something, and you do want to go and at least do something a little bit of a nice easier and friendlier type of way, probably going and using out those Mirapos will probably be your best option right there. Now since we are all done with that, we are going to have to go and jump into another part of the main mission, which is going to be just spending a day with Jessica and just enjoying our time in the Sunset Mall for right now. We are almost nearly close into finishing off with Chapter 5, and what is going to happen within Chapter 5 once we are all said and done before going into Chapter 6? Well, we do have a boss yokai showing up within our way of Haley Ann's story. We are going to have to go and fight off with the Yo-Kaiju, a boss that I did go and tell you guys all about, that was somewhat of the final type of boss here within this said chapter of Chapter 5, and then we'll be heading off into the Yokai Watch Factory, which that is going to be somewhat pretty interesting to go and see, and it's going to be something where it's going to be a tie-in both between with Haley Ann and also with Nate's story. So if you are in whatever type of hero or heroine type of story that you're going to be in, you can actually go and kind of tie it together both with the two characters that are going to be showing up within the Yokai Factory, potentially together out here. So interesting on that front.
Okay.
So now what's going on here within the Sunset Mall is that now we're going to have to go and take a stop to go and have a bite to eat here within this way. I never really realized that this whole area was like somewhat of like a cafe or kind of like some sort of like neat little pub area to go and chill around with. I never really realized that. I guess we didn't really go and do too much exploring around over here, because the last time that we went and headed off into the Sunset Mall, well, you guys may probably remember there was a yokai boss by the name of Slackerjack being here. We had to go and try to rescue up with Silver, or aka known as Haley Ann's brother Joshua, that was going on with our time for this. Oh, and now we're just going to have another quick stop over here to the movie theater and watching some sort of Godzilla type-esque movie that's going to be showing up. And that's kind of be playing a little bit of a foreshadowing into the way of how the boss yokai is going to be, because we are going to have to do at least some sort of like Pacific Rim type of situation that is going to be happening, where we are going to have to battle out with some sort of kaiju monster that's going to be showing up from here. Now, the weird thing that's going to be all about within this said Yo-Kaiju monster that is going to be showing up is that, if you guys remember back a couple of episodes ago when we went and battled out with the Dr. Matty Man battle, well, if you guys remember, there was those experiments that Dr. Matty Man was doing with all these said turtles, and then he went and released them out, and all of them were actually somewhat pretty much sad that they didn't want to leave Dr. Matty Man, but they went out instead and went out into the ocean. But I guess ever since they went and did that, it seems like they went and basically combined themselves together and created this type of kaiju monster. And that's what we'll be seeing when we go and reach off to another new destination that is going to be now known as the Excellent Tower. Now, we never really been to the Excellent Tower yet, but there is going to be some things that we kind of have to go and do beforehand, and that is going to be somewhat of heading on into the gym right now. And we have to go and meet up with Mega Neon that's going to be here, because it seems like I guess Mega Neon still hasn't really lost out that weight, so he still is not going to be hovering on just yet. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on from there. Now, with the two videos for today, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. So yeah, we're not going to be doing a Super Mario Bros. Wonder co-op. We're not going to be doing a Twilight Princess. It's not going to be any of the type of series that we're going to be doing right now. We're actually going to be going back and actually doing a Proxify Plays. And yes, it has been quite a bit of some time since we haven't really done a Proxify Plays on the channel. I know that the last time that we ever went and did a Proxify Plays on the channel was, I think, probably since last year, or maybe back in 2020. 2022 or something around there. But I know that me and Kevin, we went and played Mario Kart Wii on the online type of functionality that was going on the like on my main Wii console that we were going to do it from there. But now what we're going to be decided to do is that here for this particular Proxify plays is that we're going to be playing some Wii Party and doing the balance boat mini game because well, if you guys don't know about this What's Said YouTube channel, I actually do kind of watch it here and there. Sometimes I don't watch it like frequently, but if it ever gets showed up on my recommendation feed, I normally kind of check it out anyways. But it's actually known as President's Play. And I actually do enjoy watching their content and stuff. And they just brought up something about with playing through Wii Party, and they were actually going through the balance boat minigame. And I never really tried out the balance boat minigame before. And me and Kevin, we went and did some off-record practicing. And I do have to say that some of the actual minigames were a little bit tricky. But funny enough, though, is that with the actual Proxify plays that did get recorded within well, both of these today's videos, we actually aced them pretty well, if I have to say so myself. But you guys will be able to go and check that out on your guys' time when that does happen. So now, since we're here over at the Excellent Tower, this is Dr. Matty Man, of course, so he needs us to go and check out the binoculars, so let's go and see what we got. So I believe it's over to the left-hand side, and you can see this weird, shadowy type of figure that's in the water over here, and we're going to actually spot out who exactly what this monster is, and this is going to be that said Yo-Kaiju monster that's going to be showing up right now. Oh boy. Yeah, this seems like one angry monster, of course. And now, if you guys remember, there was something that did happen around within this episode where we got that model kit back. The same type of model kit that we went and gave to that one person back over at Springdale before. Seems like that one guy didn't really want the model kit, so we're going to have to go and keep that with us, but also have Mega Neon actually create this Gundam-like robot to turn into somewhat of a Megazord out of all things afterwards. And actually start using this as some sort of like Pacific Rim battle that's going to show up here. So let's go and do that. Alright, but before we have to go is just go and head outside here right now. While it's raining, I have to say, sometimes whenever it's raining out here in this game, it's actually somewhat annoying because it kind of gives you one annoying part within the game, because like most of the different sub-objectives that normally happen throughout the daytime when it's not really raining. And sometimes this game likes to rain quite profusely and don't really actually have a correct type of day where it's just going to be somewhat clear most of the times. Alright, so here we go. Let's talk on over here to Mega Neon now. Now, I kind of want to go and check up on my phone here for a sec, because I do want to go and see if Clash of the Castle is going to be showing up pretty soon, because that should be happening as well. Clash of the Castle 2024. Yeah, that's June 15th. That's actually happening throughout this week. And now, during this post-recording, this is getting recorded on June 10th. And so there is going to be another one of those Monday Night Raws that's going to be happening as well. So that should be pretty interesting. Hopefully, we get to go and see what that's going to be all about. And I'll kind of give off my reaction to you guys for tomorrow's video that happens later on with Yo-Kai Watch. So once we go and head into Chapter 6, figure out what's going to happen from there. Okay, so here for this Gundam battle, basically there's three different type of movements that we could do with this said Megazord or Gundam-like robot that we got. So we have the beam and the punch. So what you want to go and do is that if the yokai or the Yo-Kaiju actually shows up, you want to go for the punch, right? Or even if he goes and charges at you, you want to make sure that you time out your punch correctly, and then you can actually give off a nice, good, strong hit right there. But the beam is that you want to be somewhat relatively careful for what you go and do, because if you guys see that little bar right there, it actually depletes every single time, and if you keep on depleting it even more, it will take a very long time to get recharged up. So you don't really want to go and use it all that too much. You want to rely on actually waiting until those beams show up, and then you can go for the hits. And then just like that, another good punch right there. And now you guys get to see that in the middle, there's something going on with that. And we're going to have to go and spin around and actually start using the actual ultimate move here. And unfortunately, the annoying thing is that with me trying to use a mouse and trying to do this at the same time, is actually quite annoying trying to do this spinning tactic. Even though that it is like a big, huge, gigantic type of spot to go and use to style this, it's still kind of tricky to go and use there. But we're going to have to spin it just one more time. Come on. There we go. And just like that, we charged it up. We're going to go for the Blaziken T-Blaster. And just like that, that should at least take care of all of his HP right there for this Yo-Kaiju right there. And that is a victory. And we got it done. I have to say, this was actually a really fun battle. That was actually so much nicer compared to all the other boss Yokais that we had to go and face. Hopefully we get to go and use more of those Megazord or Gundam-like robot a little bit more within some of those big gigantic battles. Because that would be interesting to go and see. So now we crossed that off our bucket list there to go and ride on a big gigantic robot. Oh, there you go. So at least all those 3 turtles went and came back to their senses after they got out of their transformation out of that Yo-Kaiju monster there. And it seems like Dr. Manny Man's going to take extra good care of them and actually don't really go and try to leave them away. Yeah, because I think if Dr. Manny Man tries to go and do the same exact type of thing that he would have did before, we'll be in the same exact type of predicament once again. And I don't think we really want to go and do that. But that looks like it's been a job completed, so very nice. Oh, and now we're back over at the detective agency. Well, it doesn't really seem that there's nothing really too much else that's going to be going on for right now. Because we already got like majority of most of the sub-quests for the detective things already been taken care of. We already went and completed off with the dual wheel boss. If you guys missed out on that episode, I believe that was just happening from the last time, if I'm not mistaken. So, that was actually a relatively annoying boss compared to the Yo-Kaiju, but at least we were able to clear it out.
Oh my. Okay.
Alright, so there we go. We're going to deliver back the mech model kit. So it seems like the actual mom does want this like type of robot back. So that was really strange. I don't know why like she just delivered it like to us and returned it to us at the very beginning, and then all of a sudden now she wants it back again. That's just really weird. But now we got something from Sergeant Burley saying that it looks like Mega Neon has finally went and changed back into his regular Hover Neon form. So that's going to be nice.
Do what?
Hopefully there's going to be a day where we can actually add Hover Neon into our team of medallions if that was ever something to go on and happen from there, but who knows. Yeah, results may vary. Because I don't think Sergeant Burley's tricks may probably not really work all that too well. But so far, Hover Neon's back in action.
Moxie! Maximize your Moxie! WiseApp! Moxie maximized!
Alright, and there we go. And seems like we are getting ourselves closer to the end of this episode for today. So just want to go and just give off the outro here. Is just want to go and just say is thank you guys so much for watching Yo-Kai Watch 3. We got Chapter 6. We got a big, huge tie-in together, both between with Haley and also with Nate as well. So we're going to have to go and see what exactly is going to be happening in this big, huge combined episode for Chapter 6. So see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.